After the boats have been assembled, they must go through a surface safety check. Once they pass the surface safety check, they receive an in-water safety check. Upon successful completion of both inspections, the boats are put on a schedule and then towed out to the barge for time trials. Once on the barge, the crew members receive a short briefing, ready their boats, and get in line to be towed down to the bottom. All diving operations are conducted under the supervision of U.S. Navy divers. In fact, there were 69 Navy divers on order supporting the races. There was even a Secret Service agent involved.
Helicopter evacuation, if we have to do that, they said immediately drop them in.
The starting gate area is usually a pretty busy place. The divers physically haul down the sub. Once it reaches the bottom, they pass off to another team, which brings it up to the starting gate. When the boats are locked in ready to go, the lead diver swims up, gets the attention of the navigator, and lets him know to get ready for the green light.
Okay, we got a red light. Won't be long. When he gets the green light, this is the guy that pulls and releases the subs. Alright. We got a yellow light. Green light. Okay, submersible is taking off. I'll follow behind them. Both boats are running nice and smooth. They look level. The submersible boat is running a little high. The other boat's running low. One of them's about 12 feet off the bottom. The other one's about 3 feet off the bottom. And they're on their way down to you.
Okay, they're off and running. This is heat race number 2. Submersible from Walt Disney World. Omer from Canada. From Montreal, Quebec, and they're off and running. In the lower right-hand corner, it's gone right now, but when we do the quad screen, you'll see exactly the time. Time trials have been running. Let's average it out about a minute to run 100 yards, so we're probably looking at 4+ minutes to get around an oval 400-meter course. And that's the job today for all of these sub-teams. They've advanced this far. Now they've got here comes submersible, moving like a rocket. Look at those bubbles coming out from Lynn and Mike in there. That's one way to tell speed, is to watch the bubble trail of the divers, how far it is laying down against the top of the hull. A minute 14, a minute 15, and we don't don't know where they are on the course, but here comes
yeah.
Omer, looking real good. Number 40 from Quebec, Canada.
Submersible's coming into the turn, and Omer is just going past the finish line.
This is great because I'm watching the video screen of what we get at home, and then Ray is watching. He's a step ahead of us as he is watching above the flotation buoys being towed by the subs. We're at a minute 40 just about in this head-to-head confrontation. The second race, the first one did not end up well between Terra Nova and Sea Bullet. They ended up on the surface, and unofficially they both are out of the competition. But for the moment, Submersible number 3 and number 40 Omar are still very much in it. We don't know where they are on the course unless Ray has an update.
almost headed back this towards the start in a turn at the end of the turn.
There goes Submersible, and you say about how far on the course going by dividing into
Submersible is probably almost halfway, and Omer is just going into the turn.
And that makes sense. We're just over 2 minutes, so it's about a minute each part of this course, each 100 meters of the course, and it's 400 meters to a finish line. And we're watching the progress of both of them. Ray has them tuned in with his binoculars from the beach.
Submersible's way out in front right now.
Submersible, according to Ray, has a lead, and again, everything still has to go well if you're going to finish one of these races. We've watched everything that can happen go wrong in the trials. 241, 240. They should be maybe coming up on 2/3 of the way through the course. That would be down the front stretch, around the first right-hand turn, second right-hand turn, and moving down the long back stretch. This time they'll be with the current, right, Ray?
Well, I'm not sure there's much current out there today, and
3 minutes in.
I don't see the Omer support people.
Look for the lower left-hand corner on your 4 split-screen viewing right now. The time is on the right in the bottom. It'll give first sub, which in this case was the inside sub, Submersible, and second will be the Omar. Below it, the elapsed time of the whole race. And in the left-hand corner is our finish line camera. I assume it was set up that way today. You should see the first sub enter there, and hopefully the second sub will be right in the picture too. Let's see what happens. This is the surface buoy. Great shot from the barge being towed. That's how fast they're moving underwater. That goes on a line down to the submarine, and that is the buoy of the Submersible. Just moving right along beautifully.
They're going into the final leg.
Final leg for Submersible. So here you can see the turn being taken here by Lynn Szymanski and Mike McConnell. A nice turn. And so they apparently know where they're going. That has been a concern. If somebody goes off course, the next stop is the Bahamas. So they have to hold it in here. They're headed back down, and I think they'll be headed north at this point, back to the finish line.
South.
Oh, they are. There's the beach. There we are. We're near that white tent on the beach. Now they're headed to the south for the last leg of the race, so somewhere we're going to pick up something on a finish line camera, and we'll get a time. And this will be the first time that will tell us what is typical for a submarine to use in time to get around this oval course of 400 meters.
And they're going great.
Chugging along. How about Omer? We have nothing on Omer's floating
nothing
buoy?
on Omer. I can't see them at all, even with the binoculars. I don't know what happened.
Here we go. Submersible is home, and the starting finish line grabs them. So they've made it, and we assume, we don't know where Omer is, so we only can assume that Submersible crossed the line first. The lock-in is starting a finish time of 4 minutes, 44 and a fraction seconds. So they did very well, considering there were some oval turns in there.
Now they're checking them out. The first thing the divers do is check them and make sure they're both okay.
Let's look for a big okay. There is the propulsor, Mike McConnell, unhitching his harness, and Lynn Szymanski is now sitting up in there. They have to be rather excited.
The Marine Institute of Newfoundland, where you at? Florida Atlantic University, where you guys at? Battalion
awards, we have some comments from Kathy Sullivan, the Honorable Kathy Sullivan. She's qualifications are unbelievable. She's currently the chief scientist at NOAA. She was the first American woman to do a spacewalk. She helped put up the Hubble telescope in 1990, did the Space Lab flight in the spring of 1992, and has logged over 500 hours underwater. So as a both outer space and underwater person, let me introduce Kathy Sullivan, please.
And then after Paul picks it up and it passes him up, we have a cameraman on the finish line, and that's going to be Dale Puff. And then engineering the whole thing and producing topside, we have Tony Lenzo. Tony, up to you, Tony.
How you doing, Mike? Okay, we're topside. We're waiting for a show to happen here. That's basically it. What I've got here is I got full communications with all the camera operators, and I've got communications with you as well as communications with shore.
Tony.
As you can see, this is the unit that Mike and I are communicating on, as well as this is what the unit that's pretty much powering everything on shore. This is a communication that's going over the line now. The whole full video system, all the cameras come up to this system here, which gets demodulated, sent down a fiber, sent down a fiber optic cable, and gets demodulated on shore. Right behind me here, you can see the timing system, guys here, and computers here. If you can see it in the frame, all the cameras, or pretty much the start and both finish cameras, go to this computer here, and these gentlemen time the subs. They put transducers in the subs, and they've got pretty much, what would you say, how would you time your subs? How are they timed? Tell you what, I'll put you on with John Klosky over here. John, you want to step over here for a second? John Klosky will let you know exactly how the timing system works, which you should see as well at home. Here's John.
Yes, the timing system is a video-based timing system. The subs are loaded onto the gates, and when the ripcord is pulled to start the race, the gate pull falls, launching the subs and starting the elapsed clocks, which are recorded on video. As the subs come around the course, the times can be verified from the video by playing it frame by frame, and unofficial times are displayed by a Navy diver throwing an underwater switch for each of the subs.
Tony, this is Mike down below.
It's Mike.
Tony.
Hi, Mike. How you doing? How's things looking down there, Mike?
Yeah, let me take this camera here. I have an assistant down here, Rick Presley, who will also be announcing today. He's been helping me shoot all week long. And what we got to do now is we got 2 boats on the block and getting ready to go. So let's just do some quick pans up here. Take a look at some of these guys. I know these guys have to be excited because they know that they are going for the gold. And today we're running 2 boats at the same time. We got boat number 42, Terra Nova. And it looks like they had a little bit of work done on their boat. We'll go